Good late evening, Lakewood, and welcome to a special after-hours edition of Talk Radio, Tuesdays in Lakewood. I mean, every episode is after-hours episode because I do it at 11 o'clock every night. Well, Monday through Friday anyways. But Tuesdays in Lakewood is your hometown check-in for everything local, thoughtful, and true to the spirit of our city. It's Tuesday, July 15th, 2025, and as of the night settles in and the streets grow quiet, we find ourselves officially 53.70% of the way through the year. That's 28 full weeks, 196 days, 4,704 hours, 282,240 minutes, or if you're really counting, 16,934,400 seconds into 2025. Half the year behind us, half still waiting ahead. I'm your host, Jonathan Riley, and whether you're tuning in from your couch, your car, your night shift, or somewhere in between, I want to thank you for being here with me. This isn't just a podcast, it's a late night porch light left on for Lakewood. A place to pause, reflect, and reconnect with the community we all call home. Tonight's show is slower by design, calmer, more grounded, but don't worry, there's still plenty happening around the city. We'll take a look back at some highlights from the week, share a few upcoming events, check in with our local schools and nonprofits, and spotlight the people who make the city shine, even long after the sun goes down. Like yours truly. And maybe, if we do this right, you'll walk away feeling a little more connected, not just to the headlines, but to the heart behind them. So settle in, pour yourself something warm, or wind down with your favorite nightcap and just take a quiet stroll through our city together on this Tuesday night in Lakewood, Washington.
following is rated TVMA and is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion advised.
Good evening, Lakewood. Welcome back to Lakewood Lowdown, your weekly roundup of the top stories shaping our city and surrounding community. From public safety concerns and road closures to park improvements and K-pop surprises. We've got a lot to cover this week, so let's dive right in. Public safety, attempted student luring. We begin with a serious and unsettling incident that's drawing concern from local parents and school officials alike. Last Tuesday, July 8th, Lakewood police confirmed they are investigating a reported attempted luring of a student near the Broadmoor area, not far from a local school. According to a parent who contacted authorities, someone approached their child in what's been described as a suspicious and possibly predatory way. The student was unharmed and was able to report the encounter immediately. Here's what we know. The incident occurred during the early afternoon hours. The suspect, whose description has not yet been released publicly, reportedly tried to coax the student into following them. The Clover Park School District issued a community notice to families urging vigilance, especially for children walking to and from school or summer programs. Joint Base Lewis McCord has been notified, and there are unconfirmed reports that the investigation may involve coordination with military police due to the area's proximity to base housing. As of this recording, no arrests have been made, and police are asking the public to report any suspicious behavior or camera footage from the surrounding neighborhoods. Let's all do our part. If you see something, say something. And if you're a parent, now's a great time to go over safety strategies with your kids. Pierce County Medical Examiner, July 6th, fatality report. Next, we have a medical update from our regional partners that, while just outside Lakewood proper, is still relevant for our listeners in the South Pierce area. The Pierce County Medical Examiner's Office has confirmed the identity of a man who died following a vehicle accident near Roy, about 15 miles south of Lakewood on July 6th. The victim was identified as Jeremy Stahl, age 41, who succumbed to blunt force trauma injuries. The crash occurred near State Route 507 and 312th Street South. The investigation is ongoing and no further details, such as the presence of other vehicles or causes like speeding or DUI, have been released yet. Our condolences go out to the Stahl family and all those affected. As always, let this be a reminder to take it slow out there and drive safe. Community life. Summerfest gets a K-pop surprise. Let's lighten up the mood now with some exciting news from Lakewood's summer event lineup. If you're planning to head out to Summerfest this coming weekend at Fort Silicon Park, which I'm planning on making it out to Summerfest and getting some stuff maybe recorded, put onto the show. We'll see what happens. But get ready for something a little different and a lot louder. The city just announced that K-pop artist Kim Yao-ju, along with dance troupe Wild Crew, will be headlining Saturday night's festivities. That's right, Lakewood is going global, and it's a slice of soul hitting the South Sound. This performance is part of the city's effort to embrace Lakewood's growing cultural diversity, with community organizers noting that the K-pop showcase reflects the tastes and heritage of many local families, especially in our vibrant Korean American community. Summerfest will include food trucks, a beer garden, family games, military demos, and now, yes, an international pop show under the stars. The event runs Saturday, July 19th from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. with Kim Yo-ju scheduled to perform at approximately 8 p.m. Bring your picnic blanket, not basket. Bring your picnic basket. No, picnic blanket. Grab some bulgogi.
No.
I don't know what that is. Or corn dogs. I know what that is. And get ready to dance. Tuesday afternoon, farmers market update. Before you start planning for the weekend, don't forget the Lakewood Farmers Market happened today, earlier today, because it's every Tuesday from 2 p.m. to 7 p.m. Here it is 11 p.m. So I'm living in the past here. You can catch the market in action at Fort Silica Park, just steps away from the pavilion. This week's featured vendors were fresh berries from Saidu Farms, artisanal bread and pastries from Clover Crust Bakery, small batch honey, jams, and pickles, homemade crafts, jewelry, and Lakewood-themed apparel. There's also live music scheduled throughout the evening and plenty of shady spots to enjoy dinner in the grass. Come shop local. Meet your neighbors. Soak in the summer vibes. Parks and Recreation. American Lake Beach. Access reopens. For those of you craving a cool splash in the heat, here's some good news. After months of improvement work, the beach area at American Lake Park is now open to the public, just in time for peak summer, while the upper parking lot and playground areas remain under construction. City officials have cleared the beach and swim zone for use. Lifeguards are on duty during peak hours, and restroom access has been restored. Well, yeah, because you don't want to pee in the water. Well, some might, I don't know. The remaining upgrades, which include landscaping, pathway repaving, and ADA enhancements, are expected to be complete by the end of August. So, if the 90s and upper 90s this week are pushing you to the brink, pack the cooler, grab your towel, and head to the lake. Just remember, get there early. Parking fills up fast. Yeah, I got my people chatting over on the chat. Most of my Dandy's World people, but I appreciate their wanting to be a part of this show. So it's much appreciated. Traffic and travel, road work alert. And finally, if you're commuting today or this week, especially along regional highways, be advised that WSDOT crews began maintenance work on US 12 westbound near the Wainuchi River just this morning. While not directly in Lakewood, the project may impact travel for anyone heading west towards Grays Harbor or Aberdeen, particularly truck drivers or weekend vacationers. The work is expected to be completed by early this afternoon, but it's always a good idea to check WSDOT's X, well, formerly Twitter, feed for live updates. And closer to home, Lakewood streets are clear for now, but keep your eye out for possible utility projects later this month along Bridgeport Way and Gravity Lake Drive. Recap and what to watch. Let's wrap things up with your weekly recap. Lakewood police are investigating an attempted student luring near the Broadmoor area. Parents, stay alert and talk with your kids. A fatal accident near Roy on July 6th claimed the life of a local man. The medical examiner's office has ruled it accidental. K-pop is coming to Summerfest this Saturday. Don't miss Kim Yo-ju and a Wild Crew at Fort Silica. The Lakewood Farmers Market is open today. It was open, but it'll be open next Tuesday, 2 to 7 p.m. Grab some groceries, enjoy some local live music. The beach at American Lake Park is now open. Construction still going on elsewhere in the park. Minor regional road work is underway west of town, so plan your route if heading out towards the coast. That's it for this week's Lakewood Lowdown. We're keeping an eye on your streets, schools, skies, and celebrations. Up next, our Main Street Minute. Well, not really Main Street Minute. It's going to be City Hall recap. So, stay with us. Be back in a second. Okay, City Hall recap. What's going on in our communities this week? First up, some big news from Tacoma. The City Council recently passed Ordinance 832, which expands the Multifamily Property Tax Exemption Program, or MFTE for short. This program is a key part of Tacoma's strategy to encourage more residential construction and meet its goal of adding 500 new housing units per year. 500, that's a lot. You know what I'm saying? What's new with this ordinance? Well, it adds a brand new residential target area in the Tacoma neighborhood. And it also expands existing target areas in the Central Business District and Springbrook. The idea is to give developers a financial incentive to build more housing, especially affordable housing in these specific areas. Here's how the MFTE program works. If a developer includes affordable units in a new multifamily building, they can get a property tax exemption for a number of years, depending on how many affordable units they provide. For example, if at least 20% of the units are affordable at 70% of the area median income for Pierce County, they qualify for a 12-year exemption. If 25% of the units are permanently affordable, that exemption can extend up to 20 years. This program is important because it helps make affordable housing projects more financially feasible, which in turn helps Tacoma grow in a way that includes everyone. Meanwhile, here in Lakewood, things are moving along with the city's own land use and zoning updates. The Planning Commission is gearing up to take action on 16 proposed development regulation amendments on July 16th. These changes are part of Lakewood's annual review process and are designed to align with state law requirements around housing density, and to promote urban infill and redevelopment. Lakewood has also been updating its land use designations and zoning maps to better reflect these changes, aiming to encourage more housing in the right places while balancing growth with the community's character. Residents can expect public hearings and study sessions as part of the process. All opportunities for you to have your own voice or have your voice heard on how our city grows and develops. And don't forget, both Tacoma and Lakewood have upcoming public sessions where you can get involved. Tacoma's City Council will hold meetings on July 21st and July 28th to review zoning updates and comprehensive plan amendments. These are open to the public and are the perfect chance to share your thoughts and concerns. Lakewood's Planning Commission action on the development amendments is scheduled for July 16th, with public hearings to follow. Staying engaged with these sessions is a great way to make sure your neighborhood's future reflects the community's values. So if you care about the future of housing, urban growth, or just want to keep an eye on city planning, mark those dates on your calendar. The city governments want your input, and your voice really does matter. For more details, you can visit the City of Tacoma's website or the City of Lakewood's Planning Department online. You can also reach out directly to planning staff if you want to learn more or get involved. That wraps up the City Hall recap for this week. Coming up next is the School Scoop. Yes, I know it's summer, but School Scoop.
About to be our school anyway.
Okay, over to our schools. Lakes High School continues to lead the way this summer with some fantastic activities and achievements. Earlier this year, Lakes High School made a vibrant splash in the community during the 2025 Daffodil Parade. Their marching band and Princess Court brought energy and pride as they took part in this beloved Pierce County tradition that spans several cities, including Tacoma, Puyallup, Sumner, and Ording. It was a real celebration of local talent and spirit. And looking ahead, several Lakes High students will have their artwork displayed this weekend at the 39th Annual Summer Art Festival in Gig Harbor. All right, sleep tight, Hadley. Hadley is hungry. Thank you for watching for a little bit. This festival, hosted by the Peninsula Art League, will be held July 19th and 20th at Semel Homestead Park. It's a huge event with over 100 artists showing paintings, sculptures, photography, and more. Plus, there's a kids' corner for face painting and crafts, a literary corner featuring regional authors, and even a community food drive supporting the Kiwanis Club. Meanwhile, as summer winds on, Lakes High School is already gearing up for fall sports. The schedules have been released, and practices are set to start in just a few weeks. This is a crucial time for athletes to get back into shape, sharpen their skills, and build strong team bonds ahead of the competitive season. And shout out to the Lakewood Cougars, who are keeping youth active and engaged through their summer camps. This year's Camp Create kicked off at Park Lodge Elementary School, offering kids fun and creative activities to keep them busy all summer long. It's a great way for the community's young athletes and artists to stay active and connected. That's your school scoop for the week. Lakes High School continuing to make waves in both academic and extracurriculars, and the Lakewood Cougars providing fantastic opportunities for our youth. Stay tuned for more updates as the school year approaches. It's getting close. Alright, here's your community calendar for this week in Lakewood. Whether you're looking to get outdoors, dive into local history, or connect with small businesses, there's something for everyone. All week long, trail improvements continue at Orange Gate Park. The city has extended the walking loops, so if you love getting outside, now's a great time to check out the enhanced paths and enjoy some fresh air and nature right here in Lakewood. Also, American Lake Beach is officially open for the summer season. The upper section is still under construction, so keep an eye out for any posted notices, but lifeguards are on duty daily to keep swimmers safe. It's a perfect spot to cool off and soak up the sun. On Wednesday, the Lakewood Historical Society is hosting a special World War II memorabilia exhibit at the Lakewood Library. This exhibit features artifacts, photos, and personal stories from local veterans, giving us all a chance to remember and honor their service. If you're a history buff or just curious about our community's past, it's well worth a visit. And coming up on Thursday, don't miss the Small Business Forum at City Hall. This event is open to entrepreneurs, local vendors, and anyone interested in supporting or starting a business in Lakewood. You'll have the chance to network, learn about city resources, and discuss opportunities to grow your business. Check the city's website for details on registration and the event agenda. That's your calendar for the week. For more info on these events and other community activities, head to the City of Lakewood's official website or visit the Lakewood Historical Society's page. Stay connected, stay involved, and enjoy your week here in Lakewood. Alright, now looking ahead to the weekend. We've got some major events coming your way that you won't want to miss. First up, on both Saturday and Sunday, the Peninsula Art League is hosting their 39th annual Summer Art Festival over at Semel Homestead Park in Gig Harbor. This 2-day outdoor festival draws over 10,000 visitors every year and features more than 150 artists showcasing an amazing variety of works, everything from paintings, pottery, jewelry, and photography to unique crafts. Plus, there's plenty of live music to enjoy, a beer garden for the adults, and a special kids corner with face painting and rock painting to keep the little ones entertained. If you love supporting local art and creativity, this is definitely the place to be. Admission is free, and you can even check out the Peninsula Art League's member art show inside the Volunteer Vern Pavilion. And don't forget, there's a food drive going on too. So consider. I got a new follower. Thank you for following. NEL0678 on Twitch. Thank you. Thank you for watching and tuning in and giving me a follow. I appreciate it. Also, on Saturday, right here in Lakewood, at Fort Steilacoom Park, the Lakewood Summerfest continues with all the fun you expect from this beloved community tradition from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. You can enjoy live entertainment, food trucks with delicious eats, lawn games, and activities for all ages. It's the perfect way to soak up the summer vibes with friends and family, and the event is totally free to attend. Then, looking toward Sunday, don't miss the return to the South Sound Farmers Market at Fort Steilacoom Park. The market runs from 2 to 7 p.m., and while it's not technically part of the weekend, it's a fantastic way to close out your weekend or prepare for the week ahead. You'll find fresh produce, flowers, baked goods, and a variety of local crafts. There's often live music to add to the atmosphere and food trucks to satisfy any cravings. So, whether you're in the mood to check out incredible local art, enjoy some summer festival fun, or stock up on fresh market goodies, Lakewood and Gig Harbor have you covered this weekend. And that's your weekend look ahead. Now, get out there and make the most out of it. You know what I'm saying? Have some fun. Now, this past weekend, Saturday, me and the family went out to Wrights Park in Tacoma for the Tacoma Pride Festival. I edited together a little video. It's not much. It's not great. But, you know, I don't expect perfect on my shows. I just go with the flow and have fun. So, here's a little video for Tacoma Pride Festival.
They literally had a flower with pride sunglasses on that looked like dandy. They had a dandy pride pin. You know that one?
What's up? At Tacoma Pride Festival. Gonna try to get like the nerve up to ask questions and get people to answer questions on the street, man on the street type thing. So, see what happens. Anyways, be back. Okay, here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna ask a question right now. You know, I'll try to get some people to answer. And whatever I get will be put on and edited and everything. So, yeah, total workout, maybe. We'll see. With my nerves and kind of good. Anyways, so. First up will be, what does pride mean to you?
State. So if you want to know more about Commit Dance Fitness, please make sure to hit any one of us up. We will give you all of the info. We are about ready to rock out a high-intensity influence dance fitness experience. We rock out to all different types of music. Are you ready? Okay. And you guys don't even understand. Since we have Q in the house, we are going to make sure that we get this party off right. You already know, Mama. Come over here, baby girl. All right, y'all. Before we do anything with our bodies, we always have to make sure our mind is ready first. So what I need everyone to do, even if you're not over here by us, you can say it wherever you're at. Go ahead and repeat after me and say, I got this. I got this. Look to your neighbor and say, you got this. You got this. All together as a whole, we say, we got this. We got this. Let's go.
I'm no longer broken-hearted. So glad I came here tonight. And I see you got what I wanted. Baby, you got what I love.
Alright. I wanted to bring you voices from the Tacoma Pride Festival. It's such an important event filled with joy, community, and pride. But I have to be honest, when I got there, the feelings of fear and anxiety just took over. I was like, I can't do this. The crowd was big and vibrant, but I found myself holding back. I didn't feel ready to dive in with my camera and their faces. Sometimes being a reporter means facing more than just stories out there. It's about facing what's inside of us too. So instead of manning the streets, I took a step back to observe and reflect. It reminded me that even when we feel scared or hesitant, the spirit of community keeps shining through. Just watching all of them people just, support each other and have fun. And, it was a fun event. My fear was like rampant. I couldn't even talk to people really. I was like, no, can't do this. But I'm looking forward to, in the future, maybe getting some man on the street type stuff going and breaking out of that fear and getting rid of some of that anxiety and just working towards bettering my show and bettering the future of talk radio. So, we'll see what happens in the future. Okay? And that wraps up this edition of Tuesdays in Lakewood. Let's take a quick rapid fire look back at what we covered today. Crime rates are trending down, which is great news, but of course, safety remains our top priority as a community. City Hall is making big moves, especially with the expansion of the multifamily tax exemption program, aimed at boosting new housing and welcoming more neighbors. Our students continue to shine bright, whether it's in the arts, academics, or giving back through community work. It's inspiring to see their energy shaping Lakewood's future. And for those looking to get outside, American Lake Beach is officially open with lifeguards on duty and plenty of summer fun ahead. I don't even remember lifeguards before at American Lake Beach. So them having lifeguards, that's a step up, you know. Some kids don't know how to swim that well. And it's good to have lifeguards, you know. Keep it safe. Plus, the weekend is packed with events you won't want to miss. Thanks so much for spending part of your day with us here on Tuesdays in Lakewood. If you enjoyed today's episode, please subscribe, share it with a neighbor, and drop us a line about what you want to hear in upcoming shows. Your voice makes this community truly ours. So stay tuned for tomorrow night. Wedgie Wednesday's coming at you. The crazy wild night. It's just kind of just we talk about the weird things in the world. That's what Wedgie Wednesday is all about. Wedgies. So until next time, stay safe out there, stay informed, and most importantly, stay Lakewood strong.